Alright, I've finished up revalving the shock, getting ready to put it back together. So clean the inside out, the sonic cleaner, and I'm gonna go get the rest of the shock, put some fluid in here and then slide it down in there. I'm not gonna be able to film that because I don't have a stand, but I'll show you when I get it done. All right, we got everything out here ready to stick it in the shock. I already got a little bit of oil in there. I set the bladder in here. Oops. So I'm gonna push down that, it'll spew a little bit of oil out. So I think I'll try to use the bladder in until we get this thing bled. I want to drizzle a little bit of oil on this. So it don't go in dry. I've already lubed the O-ring on the seal head. Oops. It'd help if I'd film better. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so it's a little bit difficult. There we go. Farting noises, that's probably to be expected. Slide. Let's add some oil. I'm gonna shut the camera off while I do this. I'll get back once I've got it bled out. You get the idea. You just keep adding fluid and working the piston up and down until you get all the air out. And we'll push that seal head down, put our square clip in, then we'll come back and put the bladder in. That O shall return. All right, we got the seal head in. Got the square clip in there, hold the seal head in. I'll get a little hammer and tap that down here in a second. Now we got to work on the bladder. So the shock is bled. So the bladder's just sitting in here. If I push the bladder down, you see fluid starts coming out, so that tells me it's displacing, the bladder is displacing the fluid that's in the shock. There we go. So I'll push this down until I can get the ring in, and then we'll be ready to charge this puppy up. And we'll put it together, put it back in the bike, and then we can test it. All right, I'll get back with you when we get ready to charge this up. Okay, we're back in the shop today. We got the shock all together, got it charged up with nitrogen. So today we're gonna be putting it back together and sticking it in the bike. So that's that part, and we'll get this part. I may clean that up a little bit. That's kind of filthy. Let me clean that up, and then we'll put this ring. I think that's the ring that goes in there. Yeah. All right. Let me clean that up and put the ring in, and we'll set the spring preload, and we'll set it in the bike and get it bolted back up. Okay, this ring's collar goes over, and this little wire ring snaps in. Try to there we go. All right, anyway, start turning this spanner nut up. So we turn this up and set our preload on the spring. I'll get back with you once that's done. It'd be pretty boring watching all that, so be right back. All right, we got the spring on. I preset the sag to 9 5/8 inches spring height, so we'll see where that gets us. Also, I need to put this fork back together today, and I need to revalve the other fork also. So, and then change the forks out on the bike. So let me get this shock back in the bike, and I'll get back with you. Okay, we got the shock in. I'm getting ready to put the back wheel on. I'm going to change the wheel bearings on it. I bought a new set of wheel bearings for it. The bike's 24 years old, so I'm sure it needs wheel bearings. So I will get the wheel bearings knocked out, get the new ones in, and get the back wheel on, and then we'll get to wiring up some grip heaters. I got some stuff to a dash, and I got this. It's kind of cool. It's a Tusk power harness, so it powers 3 things. So I figured we'd wire up grip heaters, possibly a seat heater, and a GPS. So we'll get that all wired in pretty soon. All right, we shall return.